Hey guys, I'm Sarah and welcome to my YouTube channel, or should I say, welcome to my first ever YouTube video. So if you know me or if you already follow me on Instagram, you might know that for the past year I've been living in Mexico. I've been living the dream in Monterrey, Nuevo León, which is in the north of the country. So today I will be sharing a bit of my experience with you guys as a foreign student in this amazing country, which has been so far the best and most life-changing experience of my life. So if you are a university or college student and if you're interested in leaving to study abroad, or if you're just interested in the topic, then keep on watching. Alright, so I'm currently doing a bachelor degree in business administration in a marketing profile in UQTR, which is a university in the city of Trois-Rivières in the province of Quebec in Canada. So I live in the French part of Canada. I've always loved to travel, so when I started my bachelor, I knew I wanted to do a part of it in another country, but I didn't really know where to go, how would it work, even if it was possible, and mostly how much would it cost. It's only when I started my second year that I saw a poster on a wall in my school about this meeting that was organized by the international office of my school. Now, I didn't even know that there was an international office at my school, so I was just so excited. So I just signed up, went to that meeting, and when I got out of there, it was clear in my mind that I was going to study abroad. I mean, I learned that my university had partnerships with plenty of universities around the world, and that I could just go basically anywhere that I want, but also that I was gonna get paid to do it. That's right, so they told us that every student going abroad would get a scholarship of $1,000 a month when they are abroad. From this moment, I googled some places around the world, some places that I've always wanted to go, and the schools in the area. So I just checked for places like Morocco, Belgium, Australia. I even checked for schools in the US. And I got quickly overwhelmed by the world that was suddenly opening up to me. So at this moment, I asked myself, what do I want to bring back home after this experience? And I just came to the conclusion that, you know what, I want to learn Spanish. I always thought it was a beautiful language, and I even took a basic course when I was in my first semester of college. So with this in mind, I started to look for Spanish-speaking countries, but also places where I could do my classes in English, because at that time, my Spanish level was cero, o sea, nada. So with this in mind, I crossed a lot of options off my list. And then I started to look for universities in Spain, because I've always wanted to visit that country. I could speak Spanish there, and I could learn Spanish, and also I could do my classes in English in that university. So when I told the responsible of my program about it, she told me that it was not the best idea, because at that time the political situation was not the best, and I could just end up not being able to go last minute. So then she told me, if you want to learn Spanish, why don't you go to Monterrey, Mexico? A few students have been there before you and they really loved it, blah blah blah. And I was like, yeah, sure, but I've never heard about this city before. I didn't know what was Monterrey. I've never heard about it before. The thing is that in Quebec, we think more of Mexico as a vacation place. You know, we think about beaches like Cancun, Los Cabos, Playa del Carmen, places like that. So never I thought about going to Mexico to actually study there. So I told her that yeah, I was gonna check that, think about it, and come back to her later. So when I went out of her office, I just googled Monterrey, and it was love at first sight. I thought it was such a beautiful city, and I just instantly saw myself living there. I was like, yeah, that's perfect, I'm going to Monterrey. So I just wrote her an email and told her that yeah, I was moving forward with the project. So in September or like October 2017, I started to work on the project to move to Monterrey in August 2018, which is almost a year before. So in most universities you need to prepare that a lot in advance because there are just so many papers to get, forms to fill, and like every step of the process takes so much time. For example, you send an email and it takes a week to get a reply, or you need to apply for a visa and this takes months. So yeah, sometimes you can just feel like you cannot see the end of it, but don't worry, it will all be worth it. Back at that time, I really wish I knew someone that have been through the process before me and that could have helped me with just basic questions that I have, like on which website can I go to find this information, or what's the email address of the person in charge of that. In fact, I did meet a girl, but just 1 month before I was leaving, so I did get the chance to talk to her a bit, which was super helpful. But yeah, I really wish I had met her before. So guys, if you are planning to go study abroad and you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me and I will do my best to help you, because I know how it feels to be in that process. So as I mentioned, I was studying in Tecnológico de Monterrey, which is ranked as #1 private university in Mexico. So as you can imagine, it's a really nice and prestigious university. I was in the Monterrey campus, but I think they have a total of 26 campuses around the country. Yeah, if you want me to do a video more about the school itself and like everything about tech, let me know in the comments. But yeah, it was just a great choice for me. Also guys, I studied there for a year, but I know that in most cases it's possible to go just for 1 semester, so about 5 months. In fact, most people that I met there were just there for 1 semester, which was sometimes heartbreaking, especially in my first semester, because I met amazing friends that were not there anymore at my 2nd semester. So living in another country has been a true blessing for me. It has changed my life, made me a better person, but I also did get some hard times and some stressful moments. So if you want to hear more about the personal growth kind of side of the story, just let me know and I will do a video on that as well. So guys, I could have just sat here on my bed for hours talking about my journey, but I really want to make other videos and like talk about stuff that is more interesting for you, or like stuff that you really want to know. So if you have any questions or like anything that you're really interested in hearing about, please comment down below and I will do videos according to that. And if you're preparing your trip and you feel a bit lost or overwhelmed or whatever, please reach out to me. Feel free to send me a DM on Instagram and I will do my best to help you achieve your dream. So that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching guys, and I see you very soon in another video. Hasta luego!